So today we are playing Through the Fires and the Flames. So we are going back to Yoke after a little hiatus into Digburg. Everybody, we did a Wild West game yesterday, and it was great. They rode a wagon through a town and shot a bunch of spiders. That game was full of murder, and I was here for it. And like supporting it and telling everybody to kill all of the spiders. So there wasn't a snake in yesterday's game, was there? There wasn't a snake, it was just spiders. Oh, that thing. Yeah, that doesn't count. So today we are going back to Yoke, and we are trying to get you guys your not apprentices. We're trying to get you your adventurer licenses. That is what today's game's going to be. And so, as we know, Yoke is on the folk song side of the world. It is incredibly fairy tale. Like, it can be anywhere from, like, the dark fairy tales of Grimm's Fables, the Grimm Brothers Fables, to Disney. We literally had a game where it was Beauty and the Beast with singing and stuff. That has already happened. That's not today's game. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh,
but there, yeah. Some of you already have your adventurer's licenses, but we're trying out for some more. If Nika wants to switch the screen, I will introduce the players. I don't know which order they're in. Alright, so we've got Bamin, who is played by Matt.
Heyo.
And we got Pim, who's played by Keri.
Howdy, howdy.
We got... That is never going to happen in the amount of time. We have Ento, played by Corey.
Well, hello.
And we have Iskra, who is played by Manda.
Hey.
Excellent. So we are going to just immediately start at the Adventurers Guild in Yoke. And as far as, for 3 of the 4 of you, this is like a very familiar situation. Like, people are walking by, like, pointing at Bamin, being like, oh, hi, Bamin. And then they're just like, oh. They look and they see Pim and Ento sitting with Bamin, and they're just like, oh, okay, all right. That's some celebrities here. And they're just like walking around. And so the whole bar is super packed with even more adventurers than you normally would see. And they're definitely trying to pretend that they're not staring at the table that has 3 level 2 adventurers sitting at it. Iskra, have you ever been to Yoke before? I can show you the map real quick. So,
no.
Iskra, okay, you've never been to Yoke, all right. Iskra's from this forest over here, but has not gone to Yoke. So the first time you left the forest was to go to the east, not to the west.
Correct.
All right. Let me just go back to the bar then. So this is the familiar bartender of the guild house. He is just called One Tooth most of the time, or just guild man. He also accepts that. And Scour is sitting at right next to Bamin, obviously, because he's not allowed to not be.
Yeah, of course.
He doesn't know how he got there. He also is holding a Adventurers Guild level 0 card. And it's just like, uh-oh. So, yeah, what's everybody drinking? How's the mood of the night? Like, are you guys drinking for fun? Are you celebrating, telling, like, old stories? Like, you're back in Yoke for the first time in a very, very long time. How's it going for everybody?
Probably reminiscing about the old times. Pim's definitely drinking for fun, per usual. Let's see. We're gonna get a little classy. She's got a Bahama Mama going on. Nice and classy.
What's a fantasy version of a Bahama Mama?
Did we ever name any of the beaches from like the beach game?
That beach game was on a different world.
Oh.
Was it? What would a fantasy, like the folk tale version of it be? Like a mermaid's
Ocean
bliss?
Breeze, or mermaid's
just an
bliss. I like mermaid bliss. Makes sense.
solid. Also, so what's Bamin drinking? And by extension, what's Scour drinking?
Bamin's got himself a nice big beer, just something super simple, and he grabs one the size that Bamin would need. It's a larger sized one, but he orders two because he does get one for Scour as well. So he pushes one in front of Scour as we look over this adventure thing. The beer is almost the same size as Scour, and Scour kind of sticks.
Oh, Scour's.
Yeah, but Scour seems up to the challenge to go one.
Oh, he's after it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we're I ordered a couple. Scour and I are sitting here just drinking the local beer, the local mead, if you will.
Oh, okay. If we're drinking a mead, if it's mead, then you'll notice that it is, of course, blue because that's the color of honey. That's the best color of honey on this side of the world, and it does have just a very complex, savory flavor to it.
Yeah, this is good.
Ento, what's Ento? Oh, go ahead.
No,
Ento, what's Ento drinking?
Ento's drinking basically the fantasy version of a vodka Red Bull.
Nice. We need
Basically
caffeinated
just
Ento.
basically just like hard alcohol right from the still and some form of stimulant because of his growing addiction.
Very nice. And Iskra, does Iskra go to many bars? Is Iskra a hard drinker?
Well, you see, Iskra's never had alcohol being part of the woods and being on duty all of the time. So I have ordered one of each that everybody else is drinking so I can try them all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so there's 3 beers on this table as big as Scour, is what you're saying to me.
Yes. I also have one of Pim's drinks and one of Ento's drinks so that I can try them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
When One Tooth comes and drops his last, all the drinks off, and he sees that the 3 of them are in front of you, he's just like, a discerning lady. It's just like, have you tried it? It's a secret drink that I like to call swamp juice. You take all of that and you throw it all together, and you get one of these ice cubes here. And he does it for himself, and the ice cube is a perfect sphere, and it looks exactly like an eyeball. And he drops it in, and it just starts doing the dry ice thing all over the place. And you hear all of the other people in it just going ew as he just downs it in one go. And he's like, "That's enough. Just one is good for me. I'm working."
Oh,
and as he wobbles back to the bar.
After and Bamin's here, got a couple good gulps into his giant mead and looks over, and Scour has already finished his first beer. So, like a good friend, I order him up another.
Also, Justin is definitely drinking his decaf coffee.
Nice. Oh, they have coffee here. We decided it's not the same as the dwarf coffee because Cole did go out of it. I voiced one out of his way to make sure that one doesn't actually leave.
Justin is only allowed decaf because if he drinks caffeine, you don't want to know.
I kind of do.
So does Ento. He tries slipping Justin some of his
yeah, fucking drunk caffeinated blood spirit. Let's go. Alright, so Scour, who has just finished off his drink, this is the first point you see him take his backpack off, which is actually Bamin's bag that Scour carries because that's his job.
Yep.
And he's just like, "Wow, we got a lot of good things for the shop today, Bamin." And he starts pulling things out, and he's just like, look at this. This is a silk, whole bunch of these. And like, he like waves one of them. And the second he waves it, a gust goes through the room and blows all the paperwork and stuff around. But he's just like, not drunk, but he's buzzed enough that he does not particularly care. And like when people are like, hey, and he's just like, and we got pixie dust. And they said that these ones are magic beans, and he drops a bag of beans on the counter. And then it's just like, he drops a pendant that has like a miner's, like a pickaxe on it. And then a golden egg, a pair of glass slippers, and an apple that looks delicious. Everybody, the apple looks amazing. Everybody wants to eat that apple. But you
Justin
probably
eats the apple.
shouldn't. Oh, he'll die.
Okay, never mind.
Well, he won't die. He will be paralyzed for an hour.
No, please.
Bamin's just
like,
making sure that all the stuff does not go flying out of the establishment. So frantically, giant arms wailing as he keeps everything close to the backpack. This all looks great, Scour. Thank you for taking an inventory check. Appreciate it.
It's like, oh yeah, of course. And he's just like, so like you guys are big time celebrities here. Like based on the way that guy specifically is looking at you, and you guys do see like, Pim, what is the most vanilla RPG hero that you can think of?
A golden-haired,
Like-
blue-eyed paladin.
Then that is like sitting in the corner is just your stock standard human paladin. And like he is like wearing full plate mail, his armor is super shiny, like he has his helm under the crook of his arm. And like he looks like he is working up the courage to come over and say something.
Pim's gonna wave at him. Like, hey man, you a fan?
And then you hear him like clear his throat, like,
You want me to sign your
let me
boobs?
get a token for him. Maybe. I don't know. Do it. You see him talking to the rest of his party at his table. It's like, dude, do we get her to sign my boobs? I ended up getting the one fucking pack that of characters that none of them are human paladins because they're all like actually interesting characters. So like he doesn't get up, but his dragonborn friend heads over because he's brave. And he's just like, he looks at the table and he's like, if you don't mind, just, are you really Pim and Ento?
Sure.
Normally,
shit.
like everybody's like whispering. He's just like, that can't be. You all died. You're dead.
And Pim starts kind of pinching
It's like
herself.
all the
Ento's checking
all
his
the
pulse.
pirate queen. All the pirate queens and their crews were wiped out.
Well, I appear to be alive.
And like he turns his head and he like spits on the floor, like right on the floor, just like, don't mind me, but I think you all might be lying. And then the whole crowd goes, ooh.
Pim holds up her gun, not at him, but to show him. Like, does this look like a lie?
Scour slams.
Nah, but I've seen a replica before.
Scour slams
Oops,
his
go
second
ahead.
beer. Scour slams his second beer on the table and asks for another. And Bamin kind of settles him down a little bit. Whoa, settle down, buddy. we got a long night ahead of us, there, pal. What's going on? Kind of looks up at what has been transpiring. I've been trying to, gather up all of Scour's backpack stuff and hone in on his is drinking, but looks in, steps into this and says, "What's going on?"
He's just like, "Oh, Bamin." Oh, Nika, I hit it already. As soon as you said that, I did. He's like, Bamin, like, rank 3 Adventurers Guild Bamin? Crocodile Merchant Bamin? Wait, are you a crocodile or an alligator?
Yes.
Alright, so...
Crocagator.
An alligator.
Crocagator. So, as members of the Adventurers Guild, you say what your race is, and then what your, job is. So, like, Crocodile Merchant makes sense for Bamin. Like, you could have been something before that, like Crocodile Warrior, Crocodile, like, however you fought, like Crocodile Ranger, anything else. Pim, what do you Warpletinger blank?
Warpletinger.
Oh, yeah. Nika, make that vote, please.
Warpletinger Sharpshooter?
Yeah, Warpletinger Sharpshooter works. Ento, are you Warpletinger Medic, or is there a darker one?
I was just gonna say probably Doctor.
Yeah, Warpletinger Doctor works fine. What? So the three of you that have old adventurer cards, what does your picture look like from back in when you got these cards?
Say,
Like, if you show him... Go ahead.
like, original Pim, like, standing at the front of a pirate ship, like, holding her gun off the side, aiming at something. All, heroic-like.
Oh, nice. Like, you brought them a picture. Like, you didn't get your picture taken here like everybody else. You were just like, no, I brought my own from home.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant from, like, before.
Oh, no, I am perfectly good with, like, the narrative of that you brought your picture from home.
Yeah, okay, I brought it from home.
For Ento, it's the same exact picture as Pim's, but like in the background, you can just kind of see him.
That's very, very funny. What did Bamin look like back in his adventurer days?
What did I look like back in my adventurer days, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like,
much
did
like
Bamin have a, Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you going to ask?
I was going to ask if you had a signature weapon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, between my stature, the way that I can just present myself, I love my fists, to be honest with you, but I did have a trusty axe that I tend to wield around in my younger days. I've since hung that up and don't tend to need it much anymore, but yeah, I'd probably say my axe, my good old axe.
Excellent. And Iskra, you got your rank 0 adventure guild today from coming in with these three. Like, you're sponsored. You're not officially a member yet. You're rank 0.
Okay.
What does it say on your card? Like, what are you? And then what's your class?
So it'd be Kieran Medic. Or Kieran Necromancer, whichever.
Both are open. Like, they flipped through the book. They're just like, yeah, we don't have a lot of Kiorans. He's just like, it's like, what does it mean when it says Kieran Prophet. We have one of those.
You're
I
in
haven't seen
Prophet?
him for a minute. Yeah, says it right here. We have a picture of her, and he holds up a picture of a you see the horn coming through a hood, but it's deep. The face is deeply cloaked in shadow.
I mean, I've never heard of anybody else leaving the woods, so I'd be curious to know who that is.
Oh, she didn't sign. Well, we can't. We're not supposed to give out real names anyway. But you with celebrities. So like, if you guys show your card to this Dragon Knight that was giving you guys problems, he's just gonna be like, oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, fine. It's cool. Just, you know, you can put the gun away. That's fine. I'm just gonna sit in my corner. And he sits back down and like buries his face in his soup. And just every once in a while, you see him like looking up, like furtively, and he's like,
That's right. You shame eat your soup.
He is shame eating his soup. It's minestrone, by the way, in case you're wondering.
That part's important.
It's the most fantasy of all the soups. So you're all like just sitting around enjoying. What is on that? 2 of these characters are doctors. That is gonna go terrible. They played the no heal bounty in. So after a while. Oh, that one's just a challenge. The challenge are not bounties. Like, we do have them written different. Yeah. It's 10 rolls in 20 minutes. Nika's going to restart that one for Vala after we actually get into it. So, like, the crowd goes quieter than it was before. They finally get used to the fact that you guys are here. Multiple times people come up and ask you guys for your, like, autographs or, like, adventuring advice. Like, and then the crowd, like, everything gets loud again as somebody enters the bar. And, like, everybody's, like, looking back and forth. It's like, oh, it's Chester. And the guild leader, Chester, who just goes by Chester, walks up to the table. And you, all of you except for Iskra have definitely met him before. Iskra might have seen him around town if they've been here for a couple. You guys have all been here for a couple days. And Chester is a delightful llama. He's from, before he was the guild master, he was a warrior in the group Kissable Lips. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Seeing as how I'm now
And,
2 drinks in out of my 3, I want to try to pet Justin without him noticing.
Justin
That's up to
appreciates
you. Don't have to roll it.
So Justin likes pets from people that he knows. I would say that at this point he knows Iskra, so he
Great.
will make weird little purring noises. Goblin-y purring noises. And start drooling.
I had to pull. Scour was off, like ran off and tried to hump his leg a little bit, so I grabbed him and pulled him back and sat him back at his seat. Still drinking his 3rd drink now. These drinks are the size of Scour, by the way. He is over the top on probably being able to see straight, but I got him under control. Bamin's got Scour under control, just so you guys know.
He's a goddamn deviant.
It's ridiculous. It's out of control tonight.
So Chester sits down and he's just like, so have you all heard about the writer's strike?
The writer's strike.
And like, it's like the lawyers, the dragon lawyers, have gone on strike for an unknown reason. We're trying to get it dealt with as quickly as possible, but it is putting a little damper on getting new adventurer guild members. And, of course, getting them all established and set. And we've been having a bit of a problem that I was hoping I could propose a deal with you for. Mostly you three, but I will gladly take the help of Grin, especially due to the location of this specific mission. And he lays out a contract, and it is a very stock standard level 1 guild mission. Save a princess from a tower with a red dragon in it. It's like standard. We've sent party after party to take care of this particular job, and none have returned. We've even sent level 2 parties. None have returned.
Sounds like a good time.
So,
Pim hops up and just kind of brushes off her clothes, looks at the contract.
and he's just like, absolutely. And he rolls it up and hands it to you. He's just like, if you could see your way into dealing with this, I would be most appreciative.
Sure thing, Llama Man.
Scour's like, I'm in.
Chester.
I'm like, Bamin grabs him by the scuff and says, "What? We told? All right, we're in as well. I'm bringing the little thing with me," and throws him back in his seat. Out of control, this little. Scour and Bamin are in.
Fucking Iskra's just petting Justin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm in. At this point, I'm just gonna follow the group wherever they go.
He just looks at you all. You're all good for this, right? Like, you're not too drunk? And then he looks at Bam and he's like, I know you're not too drunk. He's like, you remember 96?
Scour's like, I'm too drunk.
I don't.
Like, you're coming anyway. We're doing this.
He jumps. This is the first time he's seen Scour there. He's like, whoa! And what the hell are you?
Scour just two-handed has this giant mug still drinking back his fourth at this point. I mean, they're doubled his body weight, so I mean he's just continuing. It's gonna be a fun trip, you guys.
Like,
He's gonna pop.
on his way out, One Tooth is gonna give Scour a to-go cup, which is just even bigger.
Yeah.
It's like those. It's the size, not the size. It's the shape of those giant cups you get at 7-Eleven.
Perfect.
A big gulp of beer.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Mead. We decided it was mead.
Mead. Excuse me.
There's room in that bag. He can take it to go.
he just still has the giant backpack on.
Yeah. Yeah, it fits in there. There's a little pouch on the side for his big gulp of beer.
So on the contract, you are actually going up here, which is close to where they went. They went to this village this is called Provincial over here. This town below Castellan. Castellan is these two castles. This is actually a town called Provincial, which is a lot like Beauty and the Beast. You are aiming toward the edge of the forest. And it's just and again, the second you guys leave town, it's so just fairy tale fantasy everywhere.
Wow.
You see birds chirping. Some of them are singing legitimate songs. Instead of tweeting, they're just la 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 la. I think Scour hates them.
He's face down in one of those rivers already, just kind of splashing around with the fish.
Some of the fish are singing. It's really weird when the fish sing, though.
They're singing to him.
So as you all does anybody want to read the contract or anything? Are we just good? Just go.
I'll read
You're
it.
just
I'll
holding
take
forward
a
here.
peekies here.
Bamin didn't go to no law school. He's just going.
As a trained medical doctor, I have a fair bit of legalese.
Ooh.
Just so you know, we don't get any issues when I'm treating patients.
Kim hands the contract over to Ento.
Yeah,
So,
you want to check this
Ento
thing out here, pal?
Ento's reading through it.
Yeah, give me a 20-sider. And like, this isn't like, just so everybody knows, this is not a 20-sider to realize if Ento can read. It's if Ento can catch all the fine print.
Ooh.
Yes, Ento in fact can catch all the fine print. It says that is a contract from 3 months ago. Like, you can see the names of multiple parties that have gone out on the adventure. You have you have the Dark Disciples have gone out on this mission and have not returned. They were the first group that went out. And then you have the Shining Stars have also not returned. The Leaping Lemurs haven't made it back. And then lastly, most recently, they left about 2 days ago. Riddle and Rhyme have not made it back either. And then it states that the danger level of this should only be a level 2. But you do see that the Leaping Lemurs are a level 2 group. They should have handled it no problem. You guys have heard of the Leaping Lemurs. They're amazing. Just legendary, truly.
Just the absolute best.
Well, maybe not the best. Like, Chester's the best. Like, Kissable Lips is the best. We all know that.
From the
like-
little river, Scour yells, "Leaping Lemurs!" and like rips off his outer shirt, and under it is a Leaping Lemurs t-shirt that he got.
I was just about to say
absolutely.
that Ento is also wearing a Leaping Lemur shirt underneath.
They were
I
the
love
And
it.
same,
he's just like,
yeah.
hey, when he sees Scours.
We're
Kim
fans.
pulls
Scout is
down
just
her
like-
pants a little bit so you can see the LL tattoo on her butt.
So what you're saying is we might meet some famous people on this thing.
I did not make tokens for the Leaping Lemurs, so, like, I sure hope not.
I hope they aren't dead already.
It's okay, we'll loot their bodies when we get there.
I should tell several of y'all, that you can't just wander into the woods. You're not coming back.
So it does say that Ento, like, it's supposed to be at the side of the woods. It shouldn't be anywhere near the woods. But like on the you're being sent closer to the woods than you would expect. Like, the tower should not be that close. It's supposed to be further to the west. Unless the forest is encroaching west. We know that the forest likes to go east because fuck Dyad. Like, it is constantly trying to like increase, like, to fight back against Dyad, but like, it doesn't usually go west. That's not how the spell works. So Ento, like, you feel like, based on how you're reading it, something is wrong with the magic of the forest that is making this quest more difficult.
Okay. So I've related this to the rest of the party.
Can I sense what's wrong with the magic, since being part of the forest?
Yeah, we might want to wait till we get closer, but go ahead and make a roll now and see if we can do anything with that. All right, so tough choice. Do you want to I'll give you a little bit for it. A little bit. You can feel the same kind of wrongness that you've been feeling multiple times whenever somebody in the Silver Thimble has those mana batteries out. Whenever you see those things, it feels wrong in the same way that the air kind of feels wrong the closer you get to your destination.
Okay.
1 second, let me just... Alright, so you guys, as you're traveling, you come upon like a little village, and this village has been here for basically ever. You guys know that it's generally full of bears with particular tastes. Some of them like things too hot, some of them like things too cold, but if you get lucky, you find the one that likes it just right. And that's the trick. You got to figure out which ones do what. And normally there's like jovial, they're outside like having a good time, but this town right now is quiet. It is just, you could hear a pin drop. You don't even hear bugs.
The last time Ento and I were in a town that was basically abandoned and quiet, it did not go well.
All right, Bamin's gonna have scout ahead just a little bit to see if anything is in the near distance.
Oh, absolutely. Roll me a 20-sider for Scour. It has become obvious Scour is not my NPC anymore. He is controlled by Bamin. We got a 2. All right.
I mean, he still is very, very drunk.
He is, yeah.
He's so drunk.
He really is. I should have figured.
Like, yeah, of course. You guys hear as loud, like, you hear Scour goes into this building right here. And he's just like, do, do, do. And he is having the time of his life. He's just like, I don't know why. In my head, he was just singing, "Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money." And like, I don't know how he knows fucking "Old Dirty Bastard," but he does.
I think he's like leaping lemurs. Are you
Yeah,
here?
Fucking, and he just like walks in, and you just hear him like, oh god, and like you hear him just throwing up, and then you hear him fall downstairs.
Oh shit!
Maybe we should go get your boy.
I'll go get him. You guys stay back. I'm sure nothing is down the steps.
I'm gonna go with you just because there might be some doctoring.
Fair enough. We'll go get our boy.
We'll hold down the fort out here.
Yeah, keep a lookout. See if anything's too quiet out here. We'll go get Scour.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
picking
Iskra
up
and
rocks
Pim,
and-
can you roll me a 20-sider, both of you?
Well,
Alright, so tough choice. And it's 17, got it covered though, so we're good. Don't worry about the low one. Where the hell is it? Pim, as like you look around over here, over to the right here. It's probably not right here, but based on this map, but over that direction, you do see an amalgamation of bones and a horse skull that have made like a terrifying totem, and it is glowing an unearthly, unnatural green.
Can I pull out my little scope thing, take a peek at it?
Yeah, I can give you information about it for sure. You don't have to make any more rolls. Like, Iskra, you see it too, and it is more terrifying to Iskra than for what it is, because it is made of parts of the forest. In, like, really weird ways, and, like, a disgusting amalgamation of bones and roots, and there's definitely, there's definitely, like, a, trace of the mana batteries in it. And it's terrible.
Okay. Am I able to communicate with it?
How would you like to communicate with it?
I guess, okay, so can I use Death Sense?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. You don't need no need to make the roll for it. Because I'll carry over Pim's 17. You know that the skull, you can hear the skull screaming, and it was lost in the swamp. This was like a normal horse skull, not a horse person. This was a horse that like just got stuck in the mud and then gave up. It was just,
Oh god.
it was too sad. It just sunk into the mud and died.
Oh god, I'm
But
so
then
traumatized.
later, something brought it back, but not in a good way. But for Ento and Bamin, you see the fact that Scour tripped over what looks like to be the dead body of a bear, threw up all over him directly into his wounds, and then fell down his basement stairs.
Classic Scour.
But yeah, so there's a bear in front of you. He has massive wounds. It looks like he's been trampled by horse hooves.
Oh, jeepers. Well, for the time being, I just kind of step over this dead bear because I'm still on a path to just make. I want to go down and just see where Scour landed to try to get him back up out of this basement. So that's my current path.
Yeah, I was gonna use examine dead, but you basically examined the dead for me. So I'm also going to step over the bear and head down the basement. See if Scour needs a band-aid and a lollipop.
Alright. He fucking does. Like, you see him at the bottom of the stairs, and he is just like got a giant lump on his head. Let me move this bear. But in the basement, you also you hear a noise coming from the corner.
All right. Well,
I had a basement map. Where did it go? It's fine. We'll let this one rock.
yeah. All right. Let's investigate this noise. For now, is Scour passed out or is he awake?
He is completely unconscious at the bottom of the stairs. He did not break his neck, but he damn sure tried.
All right. I kind of smack his face a little bit, trying to get him to wake up, but the noise is taking priority, so Bamin will investigate the noise.
Ento's gonna let Bamin kind of do that, and he's gonna walk over to Scour and pull out a package of band-aids that have these cute little weird kittens on them that
And
have
Bamin,
like really big heads. He's
There you
gonna
go.
put one on the lump, and he's like, "Wait, Bamin, what's his favorite flavor of lollipop?"
I don't know. I grab that giant Slurpee of to-go beer from the backpack and hand it to you and just say, give him this if he wakes up. He'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Ento looks at the beer and looks at the lollipops and just like kind of dunks some in there and just
there you go.
shoves them into his mouth. There you go, buddy. There you go. You'll be all right.
He'll be right up.
Can we change this so every single time Ento has to heal somebody, he gets to put the band-aid on and then gives them a little smooch. Just a quick little mwah. And then boom, they're
He's
good.
been role playing that lollipop thing the whole time. Alright, Bamin. In the corner, you see a smaller bear. You might call it the baby bear.
Oh.
Like hiding away.
Oh no.
One of their arms is broken and like dangling. Not dangling, but like they're cradling it and they're like whimpering.
All right, I'll as intimidating as I look, I try to move closer as gently as possible. And I reach out a hand to just like, I want to do the cat, the and just try to like, and as much as Bamin can do this, I know he still is half crocodile, half alligator, according to the poll from earlier. Still terrifying, but
Is it half alligator on your mother's side?
Yes.
Or are you both of your parents also both half alligator, half crocodile?
Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, we will never know. It's a mystery. Regardless, he's got a good heart.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Ento and Bamin. Ento for the healing of Scour, can you give me a 20-sider? And Bamin for the convincing that baby bear that you're not gonna eat them. Yeah. Alright, absolutely. Scour is just like wakes up with a lollipop in their mouth. It's like, alright, lollipops to get drunk. And Bamin rolled a 2.
My roll is
to not scare the child.
Okay.
Like, the baby bear just starts screaming. Iskra and Pim, you hear, like, high-pitched screaming coming from the room that, Pim and Ento, Ento and Bamin ran into. And it sounds a lot like when Scour screams, so...
Maybe we should put a pin in this scary horse thing and go help them with whatever the hell is happening in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Ento, you guys are all in the basement, and, like, there is a screaming child, like, with a broken arm. Like, I'm borrowing a lot from my youth here right now. They are grabbing anything within arm's reach and, like, rubbing it on the wall, like scratching the wall with it as they run circles around you three, like Scour, Ento, and Bamin. And just, they're not trying to make up the stairs or anything, they are just running in circles, screaming.
Wait, how many little bears are there?
Just the one, but they are very fast.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm gonna use relieve to comfort a nearby creature, alleviating them of anxiety, pain, and discomfort for an hour.
Yeah, give me one more roll.
To calm his little butt down.
Alright. So tough choice. You can, like, you get the relieve off on them, but it's just like a second later than you want it to be. So they're going to be running up the stairs. Do you want to try to grab them? Like, gently, of course. Like, that'll make you make another roll. And if you fail that roll, then they might make it all the way. Or do you want them to run up the stairs and run into Pim and Iskra, and then the bear has to make another roll because they think that they're being attacked again?
I'm definitely gonna try to snatch him up.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me, and then after the roll, tell me what it looks like.
Oof. All right, so
this bear jukes. Oh yeah, go ahead. Let me know how's it look.
So yeah, he jukes me. He breaks my ankles, not like literally, but like
figuratively.
I don't know, with a one it might.
Yeah, and like Ento goes to grab him, and this little dude just barrels straight into Ento. And as the bear's running up the stairs, he hits Ento so hard, Ento rolls up the stairs, hitting each step.
Oh, wow. Oh, all the way up.
Yeah, all the way up.
So, Iskra and Pim, you two, like, come into this house. You have heard a screaming, and then you see Ento come flying up the stairs, like he's just been hit by an incredible force. You see a body of a dead bear at your feet. Like, this is what you're seeing. Like, your characters are in like high alert.
Do we see the baby bear?
I don't think you see the baby bear yet,
Okay. Pim's gonna.
but it will
grab
be on its way
Ento.
up the stairs. You hear a sound of like coming up those stairs.
Yeah, Pim's just
And
gonna.
it's- whatever
grab
it is
Ento and
moving
drag him
fast.
off to the side.
All right, Iskra, how do you prepare for like an unknown force coming up these stairs?
I'm going to use the bracers on my wrists to light a little fire in my palms to give us some light to see if we can see what's coming.
Oh yeah, roll me a 20-sider. Wow, we're getting some bad rolls. No, I'm not blaming you. It's just fun.
Oh no, I may be bad luck for the whole team.
Iskra,
It's not
as
you.
like you middle of the road. All right, so here's your choice. Like the baby bear is like coming up the stairs at a ridiculous speed, and like you see shadows cast on the wall, and it's just like, all right. So we have confidence. So it's +1 rolls on your guys' rolls. So you see the shadows casting on the wall from your flames of something moving very quickly coming up the stairs, but you also see, or like you can see one of two things. You can learn that the bear is not an enemy, and therefore like just step out of it, like so you don't attack it, or you can see something in the corner and immediately make an attack on it, but you might hit the bear. Like the thing in the corner is a threat. I will tell you that right now.
Oh no. Okay. I do not want to try to hit the thing in the corner.
All right.
So I'll move out of
So-
the way of the baby bear.
All right. The baby
I'll-
bear like. Go ahead.
But alert the rest of the team that there's something else down there with us.
Oh yeah, that was what I meant. Like you're not gonna
Okay.
see
Okay.
the other thing.
Okay. Oh. Oh no. Okay.
The bear, like,
I'm gonna
gets-
get out of the way.
Go ahead.
Continue.
Yeah, no problem. The baby bear gets to the top of the stairs, and you see it staring at the corpse of the dead bear, and it just falls to its knees and just says, "Mama," and just starts crying, just like going ham on it. And that's when you finally see Ento's relieve, ability. Finally, like, was it comfort? Is that what that move is called?
It's called relieve.
Relieve. That's what I knew it was one of those two. It finally like wears over it, and you see the little baby bear with a broken arm just like stops hyperventilating, and then just collapses on its side and goes to sleep, and it's just snoring. And Ento, like, Pim's helping you up, and like you got your back against the wall, like you just like knocked loopy. And when you open your eyes, you look into that corner that Iskra would have seen something, and you hear just soft laughter, and then like the sound of something sinking into mud.
Ugh. So because I have the affliction of seasick from the squelching sounds of the mud, Ento immediately is like,
Oh, you definitely, while you're just trying not to, you are smelling Scour's puke.
Pim goes on high alert and looks towards the sound.
The sound of him throwing up, or the laughter?
The laughter.
Or the squelching, like, yeah. If you go over into that corner, based on like you seeing Iskra's, like you can use Iskra's flames as like light. you see very wet and like swampy smelling mud in this corner. And it's just like it covers it. Like this, you're in a like well finished wooden floor house. It's got a basement underneath, so it's not like a stone floor. But like it smells like, I don't know if you guys have ever been in like really swampy area. Oh well, no, I bet Iskra has.
Mm-hmm.
Like not just as a character, but as a person. You live in Florida.
I
Fight alligators.
I work in a swamp.
I know you fight alligators. That's how I am alligator wrangler. But so yeah, did you want to investigate that, Pim?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so an 11. This, you can see the fact that there's a broom nearby and you can like squish it away. Oh, Pim, are you taking 10s? Was that what you were doing, or because you've made a bunch of rolls? So.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
I
Yeah.
would just say we refund that one
Okay.
because we've taken multiple of your rolls.
We've gone too far. Sorry, everybody.
We've gone pretty far with the take 10. And like as you like use the broom to like just push this mud out of the way, you do see a hole in the floor leading from this corner outside, and like it's not a big hole. Like if you wanted to, you could probably like crawl in it, but you would either have to keep your hands directly in front of you or like to your side and just kind of earthworm it, you know what I mean? Wait, does anybody know what I mean when
through it?
Yeah, I mean you can put Justin through that.
Okay, buddy. I'm gonna need you to go in there, and I'm gonna need 1 yelp for it's okay, 2 for no.
We could send Scour too if he's awake.
Oh yeah, wake Scour up. Scour and
send him
Justin,
down there
best
instead of
buds
my
for life.
child. Oh yeah, send them both.
Yeah.
Justin can protect Scour.
So
Get in
they
there, Scour.
they both go into the hole, the squelchy hole.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see
Yeah,
here.
gross.
Oh, okay, so that
that's
was
Wait,
to see if
what were you rolling for, Corey?
I was seeing if I was gonna blow chunks or not.
Oh, it looks like you did.
Very much so.
All over that baby bear.
Poor sleeping bear.
It's not just on the bear. It's like on the bear. It's on the dead mama bear.
Oh jeez. It's gonna be a mess.
Are you all covered in this fucking puke at this point? Not Bamin. Bamin's still down in the basement. He's like, no.
Yeah, I should probably get out of the basement. Yeah. Or are we
So,
investigating? the
Bamin
basement?
and Pim, can you both roll me 20-siders?
Yeah.
Oh no, like you could investigate in the basement for sure. But so we've got 5 for
Hey.
but that 19, Scour picked up the slack where Justin couldn't.
See?
Justin's just a baby. He's easily distracted.
You guys
Scour's
see
a-
Scour reach into his bag and he pulls out like one of those mining hats with a lamp.
Yeah.
And it's just got like the candle on it, not like a light really. It just like lights the candle and it just like goes. You immediately hear Justin scream twice and just comes flying back out of it. And then seconds later, Scour is just like scrambling. She's just like, fuck that.
What is it? What's in there?
It's a bunch of dead hands. They're reaching for you. It's like, ugh. It's just like, and Justin tells you that they're that they were roots, but
Okay.
but they felt like hands. They were reaching for him the way that like fingers. And Scout was like, no. Some of those were definitely bones. Some of those were most certainly finger bones.
Finger bones.
Okay,
Did
so
we
have
get there
laughing.
for Vala's? Damn! I tried. Sorry, Vala, I tried. Alright. So, yeah. Go ahead.
Can I use Death Sense again towards the creepy hands?
Yeah, alright, you roll me another 20-sider. Okay. There is... You can feel, like... You can feel death moving. Like, not just... It's not like it's undead. You can feel... like, bones being moved by something else. Like, the ground around... Underground is, like, moving things. And you can feel the fact that they're dragging something. Like, it feels like a lot of things. These tunnels are connecting back. This isn't the only tunnel. You, with the realization of with your death sense, you go into other houses and you see more of these holes, and like some of them you see like claws, like they're like scraping, trying to not be dragged away, but they are being pulled into. The bears of this town have been pulled into these puddles and are being dragged into a swamp.
Okay, well, 3 drink Iskra wants to set it on fire.
Oh, the holes? The holes are very wet.
Not
I mean,
fire.
you could throw fire down there if you want to, for sure.
I kind of do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll go with it. All right, I'll carry your 14 over if you're good with that. Unless you want to try to roll higher.
That's up to you.
No, I'm good. I'll let your 14 rock. So what's it look like? Do you just throw a fireball into there? Do you like lightning it? What's it look like?
No, just a straight up fireball.
Right. So you guys, Iskra throws a fireball into there, and immediately it catches like the swamp gas smell. And it's not like it explodes all over the place. Nice. But like fire does shoot back out of all of those holes, and you hear the whinnying of 1,000 horses like echoing all around you. And the baby bear shoots to his feet, and they scream, "The nightmares! The nightmares!" And it's like trying to like get out, but Ento, you're right there. You're sick, but like you're right there. You can try to calm it down again. But you do have to roll twice and take the lowest.
we'll try to relieve him again.
Two threes.
Tough
The
choice.
fuck?
Wow. Gotta choose.
That's not a tough choice.
That's
No,
a
I know.
failure.
I know.
Oh no, I get you, guys. I realize what you said now.
But let's see here. Hold on, I have a.
You would have to play 2 cards to get it up because you got to take the lowest.
No, I know. I'm not trying to save this one. This is for the next one.
It's just like it jukes you again. Like you were seeing like 3 of them at this point. Oh yeah, well you get a 20 next.
Yeah.
And like, Bamin, what's Bamin up to? Like, Scours is covered in mud and just, like, terrified. He's got a giant goose egg on his head that's covered up with a Band-Aid. And he's, like, still eating his lollipop despite the fact that it totally got covered in mud, too.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, we're back with the party, I think. If Scour has made it out of there, he's not on fire or anything, is he? That fireball.
No. He got out of it before Iskra threw the fireball. But you guys did hear the whinnying of those horses.
Yeah. I don't know. Still kind of just.
You do see a baby bear running around like crazy.
So the baby bears.
And Ento just like. Oh, go ahead.
Can I maybe like provoke the bear to like stop being a crazy bear?
Yeah, I like that. Like,
Maybe I
yeah,
can yell
actually,
at
you
him.
don't even have to roll for it. You do. What's it look like when you provoke?
I mean, it's a mighty roar, right? It's a he's seen enough of this bear running around like a lunatic, so really just kind of let out, a giant chestful, roar at him.
Just a solid bellow.
Just a solid bellow. I like it.
Like, yeah, it stops dead, just like doom. And like you see it like reaching, like looking for a weapon to use on you, and then looking at your sides and looking for a weapon to use on you, and then just falls to its knees and starts crying.
Okay, so Bamin's now gonna walk up to it a little more confidently, less gingerly, and kneels down next to it and attempts to talk to it. Can this bear talk?
Oh yeah, they can talk.
All right. Then I'm just
And
gonna.
it's just like,
Yeah. What's going on?
and so the nightmares came, and then they took everyone.
What are the nightmares? What are they? Is it? I don't see a physical threat anywhere. We hear these cries, but what are we afraid of here? What are we doing?
They were weird horses. They were weird green horses. They came out of the shadows. And they took everybody, and the swamp's been getting closer, and we were thinking about moving, but then everybody got taken.
Can you show us where they were taken?
And he points to the corner.
Through the swamp hole?
It's through the swamp holes. Don't go down there, they'll get you.
How did you keep from getting taken?
And he points to Mama Bear.
Oh, I'm sorry about your mom, kid.
Can
Do you want to hang out with us?
any of you
Try to
help
stay
her?
safe?
Can you? You guys are heroes, right? You can help my mom.
I can save your mom. I have a thing that I can finally use, god damn it. I'm gonna save this kid's mom.
Okay, well, I have a backup plan if you can't.
I have a Staff of Resurrection with one charge that I've been carrying since last season. I'm gonna walk over to Mom with the Staff of Resurrection, and I'm gonna fucking use it.
What does it look like when Pym uses a Staff of Resurrection?
So I'm gonna get all like weird because Pym doesn't really like magic all that much. And she's just gonna look at it for a second and just make some shit up here. She's gonna hover over the body and kind of look very not confident. And she's gonna kind of wave the staff over Mama Bear and be like, "Okay, lady, get up," and then just start poking the bear with the Staff of Resurrection.
Get up! Whap! 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 Whap!
More of a dead body poke, but yeah.
How to resurrect the dead? Do. Huh?
Do
Okay.
something.
Good enough.
Either that or
so,
I'm adopting this baby, so I don't know.
like, this was the perfect cast thing. Like, it's like the staff does one thing and one thing only. You don't have to roll for it. Like, you see the bear, like, you guys know the scene in Beauty and the Beast where the beast, like, comes back to life and he's, like, draped with that cloth situation. Imagine that, like, her body is, like, floating into the air and she's glowing, and you just see the puke that's on her just slosh to the ground.
So gross.
Seth, I'm gonna refund that. You cannot do that.
Yeah, sorry. With my staff of resurrection,
Hands down, I'm just
forever
no.
use. Don't you fuck up my shit, Seth.
I'm sorry, man.
All right, so she's glowing.
Yeah, she's glowing, and like she drops off all of the the gross, all the blood and stuff that's all over her. She's got like a little apron on that comes back around her, and you see like she was clutching a frying pan protecting her kid, and stands up, and she just like looks around, and she's like, "Where did they go? Where's Papa Bear? Where's Baby Bear?" And then she looks down and she sees him, and like she grabs him up in her arms.
I'm not 100% sure where your husband is, ma'am, but your baby said that everyone was taken by the nightmares.
Well, thank you. Marriage is a scam, and I don't believe in it, but thank you.
Your Papa
Domestic
Bear.
partner.
So, do you remember anything about being attacked?
They came out of the shadows and the mud. Horses, like the glowing green, but they were made of bones and roots.
Would Iskra know where the swamp in the forest is?
Oh yeah, for sure. It is north and east. You guys are heading that direction.
I
The
mean,
tower
it
is
sounds like
on-
we're going to the swamp.
And Mama Bear's just like, can we stick with you guys for now? I don't trust
Absolutely.
my frying pan.
Safety in numbers, Mama Bear. Safety in numbers.
And she just looks down. She's like, "Oh, you are filthy. Did you throw up?" And she's just like cleaning off Baby Bear. And Baby Bear looks over and doesn't want to like rat out Ento because he realizes that he was wrong.
Oh, what a good kid.
And Ento's gonna come clean with it. He's like, no, that was me. I just got a little sick. But I'm okay now. I'm good.
Have you been drinking?
No. Maybe.
And Scour's over there sipping the rest of his big gulp, but it's
He
like
definitely.
there's nothing in it. It's just the sound of a straw that's like trying to get anything out. That's just cut to Scour trying to get some more drink out of his big gulp. Throws it over his shoulder.
I feel like Scour is definitely like me, and he's using one of those crinkly straws. And the second that crinkly, like the drink is gone, he's gonna just spin it around and make it whistle a bunch because it's terrible.
Yeah.
I gotta move these two bears real quick just so I can copy them to the next page. All right. So with Mama Bear and Baby Bear in tow, you guys are just gonna continue towards the
Is that
continue towards
totem
the
one
tower.
still there?
Okay.
Is that totem?
The totem
one?
is still there. Yeah, and it's creepy and it's making you feel uneasy. But this one is not alive, and it is also like you can see based on where it is that it was in the shadow, and now it's not.
Is it a sturdy totem, or is this like kind of held up by not a whole lot? Is it like a?
It looks like it both actually. It doesn't look like it's held up by a lot, but what is holding it up is sturdy.
Should we just?
But
Maybe
you see
destroy
Mama
the
Bear just like
totem?
cringing away from it.
I was gonna say, do you want to knock it over or
Actually,
walk past it?
Maybe we should disassemble it so it can't come back to Death life.
Scour actually stumbles into it.
Scour stumbles into it, and like you see like a green like arc of lightning hit him right in the eye. He's like, ah, fuck, and like his entire eye is glowing green for a while.
Oh, nice. Bamin
Like,
check.
you see him.
Do you have like special powers now, bud?
He's like, hold on, I feel. Go ahead, roll me a 20-sider. Nope, just pink eye.
Damn.
Oh, he's very contagious.
Oh no.
Don't touch me, little dude.
Get away. Yeah. Keep your distance there, buddy, until that clears up.
Aw. He's like, I think we should probably destroy it, though, says Scour. It's like, I don't trust it.
Is this also too wet to burn?
No, you guys could destroy it. Like, it's like it will not be knocked. When I say it's sturdy, it won't be knocked down by the wind, and it's not going to fall down naturally.
Well, since it's made from the forest and bone, I want to burn it.
For sure.
Can we all dance around it?
I mean, we could.
I mean, you know,
Do you want to
dancing
put
around the burning
forth like a
cone.
whole ritual of it? Like, are you doing it like some kind of like cleansing ritual, or what's going on here?
Yes. Him pulls out like 6 things of sage, just starts running in circles around it.
Yeah, I think Mama Bear finishes putting Baby Bear's arm in a sling, and she grabs up some sage as well and starts like walking around it. Like, and she's just chanting, and this one is just right. This one is just right. This one is just right.
It was Mama all along.
So yeah, Iskra and Pim, go ahead and give me 20-siders. We'll take the highest. 17's good.
No!
Ignore that. No, don't panic. Roll again. Mama Bear saving you, even from a 1. There we go. If you would have got that second one, it would not have saved you.
Okay, thanks, Mama.
You know why? Because it's just right.
It's just right.
You, Iskra, you see the horse head looks up and opens its jaw completely and screams, and you feel the presence of... You've definitely met her before in the forest. She doesn't go very far into the forest generally. She keeps her distance. She likes the swamp. But you know that forest is full of some legendary creatures and some legendary beings. And this, it reminds you of the Baba Yaga.
Horse? This dead horse?
The dead horse reminds you that a touch of her magic is here.
Okay. So, can I absorb that magic, or do I relieve this creature of its...
Oh, it's going back to the swamp. Like, you can watch like the
Okay.
little like, it's like a green will-o-wisp comes out of its mouth and heads back towards that swamp. You guys could follow that directly or continue your path. But if you follow that directly, you will be taking Mama and Baby into the swamp.
I would say
It's going to be up to you guys
probably
whether you guys want to take them with you.
They asked to come, they're in for it.
For sure. But you could drop them off at the tower. I'm just saying. Up to you guys.
I think
I mean, I
we
thought
need
she was
to-
looking for Papa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Papa was kidnapped with the rest. We just going?
We going to the swamp?
Or are we finishing the contract?
If we go to the swamp, this contract ain't getting finished. I have a bad feeling about this swamp.
I mean, y'all are very excited about these lemurs.
Scour.
I just don't like the idea of
Lemurs.
breaking contracts.
The baby bear's just like, the leaping lemurs? We saw them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They went to the tower They were gonna slay a dragon.
The baby bear and Scour like high five. They like do like a jump.
Oh, fucking for sure. And also Ento just.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember? Like, which one's your favorite? And like, baby bear pulls out trading cards.
Justin pulls out a leaping lemur's bandana from inside his fur and wraps it around his neck.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What are these lemurs?
It's just like, oh man, I love them. Just like, you see like on the side of Scour's like cup, which is completely empty at this point, it just says leaping lemurs.
Like, I'm gonna leave it up to the rest of the party to decide what you want to do.
Up to you guys. Like, oh, go ahead.
I say contract. It's up to you guys. What do we think?
I think we keep going for this contract. I don't think we need to be distracted by the glowy horse skull thing.
Ento?
Yeah, I'm gonna say contract as well. With
Okay.
like the intention of like maybe on the way back, like we might check it out on the way back if we've got time, you know.
Excellent. So before you guys leave, let me give the chat their mission. So everybody in the chat right now, you guys have all been sitting around the Adventurers Guild. Like, the main party left. I know they're still here, but they're gone. And like, so One Tooth is just like, all right, everyone, settle down. We need some new adventurers. We need some new blood out there. We've been losing party after party. So, any of you without your licenses, come up to the board in packs of 4 at a time. 4 at a time. Full parties, everyone. We'll get you your starter mission up, and then we'll get you going on your adventures. These are just little non-paying, low-level missions. Your reward will be your license. You understand? He looks over and he sees Soki out there. He's just like, "Oh, hello there, Soki. You can. These are all with you. Pick which party you want to be in, and then we'll hop in. And we'll give you like a trickier one because you're already clearly a member." It's just like, so come up here with your 4-person group. So what they are telling you to do is you guys have to like pick your 4 parties, talk amongst yourselves, and then I will tell you what your mission is, and then Nika will roll 20 siders for you, and we will see how that goes. Like, and then you guys role play how the mission's going based on what Nika rolls for you. Yes, exactly that. What Nika just said. Pick your parties, let her know, and then we will go. So you all, party people, you've been traveling further, and like Baby Bear and Mama Bear have been like pretty quiet, except for talking about the leaping lemurs. And you do approach the tower, and you see a giant, like a giant dragon sitting in front of the tower, but he's just sitting there reading a book. Just flipping through a book casually.
What book's he reading?
Like, Are you gonna ask, or are you just gonna try to read it?
I was just gonna try to see what book he was reading. I was gonna try to get. Well, we were not talking to him just yet. Just kind of peeking.
He is reading Steamy Nights on the Volcanic Vents.
That
It's-
dragon romance.
It's definitely a dragon romance.
Some hot dragon on dragon action.
He looks up. He's like, oh. He puts the book behind him. Well, oh, sorry. Who dares?
I see you got a cool book there, sir.
Is it's not a lot of people have been visiting me. I've had this princess in my tower for over 3 months, and not a single party has arrived to my location.
No, they said a bunch came this way. Nobody showed up?
Nobody showed up.
Not even
And it's just like,
the leaping lemurs?
oh, I would be so happy if the leaping lemurs had shown up. I would have given them one of these, and then one of these, and then I would have... And he breathes fire on the ground.
Impressive.
Thank you. Jeff, by the way. And he reaches one of his giant claws out to shake.
Pim grabs his claw and I'm Pim. These are my friends.
Ento also shakes the claw and gives him a cinnamon lollipop.
Oh shit. He takes very, very delicately sets it between two of his teeth, and you can barely see the stick sticking out.
Why do you have this princess in your tower there, sir?
Obligations, you know. Being a dragon, you have to live up to certain standards. Capture a princess, keep her locked in a tower. This isn't even my tower. It's costing me an arm and a leg to keep this thing. I don't want this thing. I can't even go in there.
Too
Well,
big?
then, I mean, I have a suggestion. I mean, you could just give us the princess, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
Contractually, I must fight the party hired to come here. But I've been really distracted by that. I would never lie on a guild contract. What kind of adventurers are you?
Medium adventurers?
Is this dragon gonna let us by?
Oh, he's not attacking you or anything.
He's the homie now.
He's just hanging out. He's just like, do we need to fight?
Can it be a
He looks
fight
over and sees
of
Go ahead.
wits? Can it be a fight of wits?
He opens his contract and reads it. Sadly, no. It looks like I signed on for a traditional Dragon party combat. You may give up at any point, and I will not kill you. Same with me. If I give up, please do not kill me. It's in the contract.
Oh, absolutely.
He looks over and he sees the bears. He's just like, those are not adventurers.
Apparently some horrible nightmare horse dead things ruined their entire town and stole everybody. Have you heard of these things?
Ah, the green wisps of the forest. They have become increasingly annoying, trying to tempt me from my tower. But I have a contract and I will not go back on it.
Do you think we could come to some kind of agreement?
I feel it is well within my power to say that if you go investigate and stop those green lights, we'll make a fight of it, but if you defeat me, I will give you an extra reward. Is that fair? despite what's in your contract, I can give you a little more. Some of my hoard to just please take this princess and this tower off my hands. I'm getting tired of paying for it.
Sounds fair to me. Could you do us a little favor, though, and keep an eye on Mama and Baby Bear and keep them safe while we wander into the swamp?
Absolutely. And he, like, motions his arm to the tower door. It's like, go on in. It's like, feel free to the fridge and stuff. I paid for it already. Enchanted larder and whatnot.
Tim's gonna turn to Mama and Baby Bear and just... Are you guys okay with staying with Jeff here?
Yeah.
Jeff is a trustworthy... And Mama Bear's just like, Jeff is a trustworthy dragon. I've known him. Hello! And, like, Jeff waves at Mama Bear and Baby Bear. So, yeah, they just head on into the tower. Boop, they're up here now. Nobody panic.
Everything's fine. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we go swamp horsing.
Jeff pulls his book back out and starts reading again. He's just like, let me know if you solve the problem in that swamp. Or if there is a problem in that swamp.
What's the problem?
Just put those lights out. They're really annoying. Scour looks at Bam and he's like, can I stay here?
Can you stay here with the dragon?
Yeah, the swamp, mud. I'm not good at mud.
We could probably use you out there in Scour, but if you need to stay back and hang out with this here dragon, reading some hot dragon action novels, then you can stay with him.
Like, you look over at Jeff, and Jeff is, like, full flush in the face from whatever he's reading. Scour grabs, like, a helmet out of his backpack and puts it on. And he's just like, you know what? You know, you're right.
So you coming or you staying?
I'm coming with you.
All right.
So, as you guys when you head off and you head into the swamp, like, multiple things you notice. Iskra, this does feel slightly like the forest, but, like, something is very wrong. You know the forest does not come out this far. It's just like, and it's way wetter than the forest.
Moist.
Yeah, is this linked to the roses that wanted to take over?
Oh, fun fact about the roses. You don't sense the roses in this forest anymore. They, got up and walked away. Oh, Syria.
Oh, Syria.
Okay.
Like, they literally got up and walked away. Like, it's a whole bunch of vampire plants, and I asked Osiria where they wanted to put them, and she said that they wanted to send them further to the west and south, and this is where they are. So, just in case everybody's curious, it is it's a land of giant plants, like absolutely massive plants, and that's where they are.
Okay. So what's the plan? Can we lure the wisps out?
I mean, if anybody's going to be able to do it, it's probably you, right?
I mean, yeah.
Hey, wisps! Hello!
You hear coming back and you, hey! Is there somebody there? Hey, help! I promise I'm not a finger dog! I know those guys are dicks! And then you hear 3 more voices, yeah, help!
Okay, good, because I hate finger dogs!
We're not finger dogs! That's all. Just like, pull them up!
Where are you? Who are you?
And are you guys like going towards that sound, or are you staying back here?
I mean, Pim's definitely gonna probably go straight over there.
Yeah, and I'll follow Pim.
Bamin and Scour are going.
You see Riddle and Rhyme, the adventurer party, the last group that was sent out to kill the dragon. Like, and this is veteran warrior, and this is half troll rogue, and this is fey priestess, and this is giraffe monk. And you see veteran warrior is stuck sinking into the swamp while half troll rogue is trying to pull him out, and giraffe monk cannot help, and she is terrified of the swamp. And fey enchantress is trying her best, but fey high priestess is trying her best, but cannot help him out.
Pim's gonna run over and grab hold of veteran and try to help pull him out.
Roll me a 20 setter, because the second you step into this mud, it is up to your waist, and it's just like you hear the suction sound whenever you move, like it's viscous, like almost non-Newtonian fluid situation.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to use my wings to sort of give me some leverage here, and let's see what happens. Fuck.
So a tough choice. As you're pulling, you see behind him like a ghostly green wisp, like over here. It's directly behind this tree. We can actually see it. You're gonna lose sight of it and not be able to know which direction it goes if you continue helping him. And like you can go follow it, or you can try to help. You can continue helping getting veteran warrior out of this mud.
I can't R-tax this guy. I'm gonna save him.
Can I attempt
Go
to
ahead.
help? Can I attempt to help by freezing a small section of the swamp for Pim to stand on?
Yeah, give me that 20 setter.
Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad.
Just
Yeah.
a tough choice. Alright, so Iskra, your tough choice is there's something in the water that is making your magic react way stronger. In what way does it go wrong? Like, you will be able to freeze solid, like Pim's gonna be able to get on top of it, but like, do you freeze the entire top of this water? Like, because it's overcharged? Or are there like icicle stalagmites, you know? All over the place. Which one? Did you want to put like dangerous spikes or slippery ground?
Oh no. Slippery.
Alright. So Pim, like you can manage to like get yourself out of it just enough to like wedge yourself on this stuff on this ice and throw a veteran warrior on top of it. So this whole thing is ice now, and it keeps going, for the record, everybody. Like, there's more magic in this forest and in this swamp than there should be. And it's like you can see it under the water, even under the ice, you can see like lines of green.
Lines of green under the ice?
Right. Yeah, like float like a green liquid that is too thick to like oil in water. Alright, so 1 second. Nika's gonna make some rolls for me. Nika, for team 1, can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
While you're doing that, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Sure, okay. Alright. Has Team 1 decided? Alright. While they decide on it, it's good. Like I was saying, like I'll explain to Pim when she gets back. You do see over here, there's another one of those idols, of those totems. just kind of like here, and you do see some of the wisps are flucking around it situation. Like, you're used to wisps in the forest, but these, like, normally they're not. They can turn green, but they're not this green, and they don't pick a color all the time.
I'm back.
Can we communicate with the wisp?
I think normally you can try right now. You guys,
Or can I?
like, so what's that?
Or like, can
Yeah.
I? Because it's...
Yeah, you can certainly give it a shot. Like, you don't have to make a roll. You can just try. Also,
Okay.
Riddle and Rhyme are, like, sitting on the ice, just, like, breathing heavily. All four of them.
Okay. I want to try to ask the wisp what they're doing in the swamp.
You hear a soft neighing, like, and then a hoarse scream.
More screaming horses.
Terrifying.
Can I use relieve on the wisp?
It would not work the way that you want it to work.
Okay.
There's something else going on here. I will give you that
Okay.
information just for wanting to.
Okay.
The half troll is just like, I'm glad you all came along. Oh, we've been stuck in this swamp for days.
When did you guys come in? Like, where did you come in? Did you never
We
made
just-
it to the tower?
No, like, we saw one of those green things, and like it kept promising treasure, and we were just like, hey, I like treasure. And then the giraffe monk's like, it did not promise treasure. Like, it didn't say anything. It's just like, it looked like it promised treasure. And the veteran warrior was just like, I thought it had treasure.
So you ignored
But,
the
like-
contract.
We figured it's just like, it's a quick contract. We got these magical, where'd my daggers go? And like, the scene cuts back to the fact that half troll rogue lost both of his daggers that he got from a demon, like, sinking into the mud. Aww.
Fortunate.
And he's just like, do you guys, can somebody take a look at veteran warrior's leg? It's pretty messed up. And you see, like, his leg is turned around the wrong way. Like, his foot is literally facing the other direction.
Ah, God.
It's got,
Until
he's
you
just like
got
laying there.
Yeah, I can take a look at that. And walk over to him and kind of
Priest
test
is
the
just
foot.
like the Fey priestess is just like, I ran out of spell slots. And when you test the foot, the veteran warrior is just like, yeah, it doesn't normally look like that. It normally looks like this one. And he points to the one that's facing the right way.
Oh, so then we just got to do this, and I just twist it around.
He screams? Can you give me a 20-sider?
I don't need to, because my next roll is an
Oh, shit,
automatic
yeah?
20.
There you go. Yeah, you set that leg perfectly. He screams in anticipation, but he didn't feel anything. He's like, oh, wait. Huh.
While his mouth was open screaming, I just shove a bunch of lollipops in there.
Through the visor of his helmet, just thunk.
Yep.
And, and he just passes out, but contently, like a good passing out. And Giraffe Monk turns and looks. She's like, what is your name? I would gladly give just sing the tales of you at the bar. It would be fantastic. I've never seen a healer so proficient.
Ento. Dr. Ento.
She's absolutely, and she like pulls out her little like book and writes Dr. Ento. Like Warpletinger, who's a medic? Is that what you Warpletinger doctor?
Doctor.
It's like PhD.
I went to medical school.
And she's like, oh. And she's just, they look off to the distance and it's like, be careful. Down there's something much worse. Like, have you heard these horses? And it's just like, I could swear we've been feeling hands grabbing at us all over this swamp.
Have you guys seen the leaping lemurs at all?
No, I heard a rumor that they took this job before us. Like, but I figure, like, there's no way. Like, that must have just been a lie, because, like, if the leaping lemurs took this job, we'd be done. Like, it'd be over with, right?
Right, yeah.
We're all standing there awkwardly in our leaping lemurs, like, merchandise.
Half Troll Rogue just pulls his shirt, like, his jacket to the side, and he's also wearing a leaping lemurs.
We're gonna need leaping lemurs merch, Nika. Just sidebar. I'm sorry, but it's got to be like jerseys
And underwear.
and undies.
Just, I want a pair of underwear that has just a lemur tail on the back. Can I get that?
Is that their logo? Just a lemur tail? Or
It's
is
just
it-
a lemur tail.
Oh,
Actually, I have no
lemurs
idea
and
what
the
is.
L's, the L's are made out of lemur tails.
Oh, okay, all right.
Leaping
Okay.
lemurs. Yeah.
Like ring-tailed lemurs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like Zaboomafoo's.
Zaboomafoo!
I don't know what that is. I don't know what word you're saying.
Disappointed in you, Alan.
Is this that fucking, like, Madagascar movie?
Oh.
I don't know what...
No, that's King Julian.
Oh, thank God. That's two things I don't know. Oh,
I
is
have
that-
lost track of where we
worse?
are now.
There's something
We
worse
are-
down there. They didn't.
There's
see the
something
leaping
scary that-
lemurs. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And they're scared of the horses.
Scared of the horses. Well, we gotta go make
Yeah.
those things stop, so I guess go to the bad place.
I vote
Sure,
going to
you
the
guys
bad
go-
place.
Gotta do it for Jeff.
Gotta do it for Jeff. Jeff's amazing.
What if Jeff is really the bad guy?
I don't think so. I think he's just burnt out, bored, and doesn't want to do his shit anymore. At least
It
that's
kind
what
of
we
sounds
have
like he's
him for.
quiet quitting.
Just quiet quitting being a dragon. Just he's only doing it because like it's what's expected of him.
He wanted to be a dentist.
The creepy looking shack.
Yeah, that's what you see ahead. Like there's definitely a creepy looking shack. And like Iskra, again, you know this witch's shack. It's not usually this far out. Like you can tell that the ground is actually kind of floating. Like something is like like not terraformed, but kind of. Like you know how some people are dumb and they think islands float?
Yeah.
That's what this one's doing.
I used to think that.
I'm sorry you used to be dumb.
I still think that.
Oh, I'm sorry you're still dumb. They touch the ground, like, there's a ground under the water. Like,
But where? What is it connected
way
to?
down.
I'm kidding.
The other ground.
So
My
Iskra
cat.
knows who this is.
Oh yeah, it's the swamp witch.
Is she... Okay. I want to call out and see if she's home. Swamp Witch! Come out!
All right.
I'm sending Scrat if there is no answer.
there is no answer, and this guy was just like, all right. And you see him jump from lily pad to lily pad.
Yeah.
He's like,
Send Justin with him.
Justin just flies.
Yep.
Both of you two roll me a 20-sider again. Again, Justin, terrible at this. Scour, really good though.
He's a baby.
And Scour's just like, I don't think there's anybody home.
Keep
There's a lot
knocking.
of weird shit in here though. It's like, oh, I'll take this.
Don't steal anything from in there.
I-
It's not yours.
there's
Go
nobody-
back.
It's not stealing if you take when somebody's not here. It's only stealing if you take it from them.
What? No,
This
it's
is an empty
still
cabin.
Stealing.
Is anything
How is
glowing?
that stealing?
No, listen. It's a swamp witch. Do you want to fuck with her?
I mean, are you gonna tell on me?
Probably.
I'll tell everybody that you're a tattletale.
Listen, my loyalties lie to this woods. I owe you nothing.
You would hurt me?
I'm gonna
Your
hurt
dear friend
you.
Scour?
Pim's
Listen,
just
I'm not
looking
gonna
back
hurt
and
you,
forth.
Maybe the swamp witch. I'm just trying to save you,
so-
mate. It's on you.
So Nika's rolling a D10 for the parties right now. So Team Catastrophe, real quick. Catastrophe? Nika, please roll a D10 for me, and I will read out what their mission will be. A 10. All right. So, Team Catastrophe, you got the Forgetful Fairy. A fairy with a poor memory has misplaced her magical bag of pixie dust and fears it's fallen into the wrong hands. The adventurers must track down the missing pixie dust before any serious mischief occurs. So, and now Nika, roll me a 20-sider for that. You guys succeeded on your mission, so roleplay succeeding. Like, tell me how the whole thing goes. Like, make the story up. But know that you are successful. It will end with success. And Shady Buckets next. Roll a 10-sider. Or Nika will roll a 10-sider for the Shady Buckets. Which is a 4. 4. The Melancholy Mermaid. A mermaid has been seen sitting on the rocks near the harbor, singing sad songs that are bringing down the mood of the entire town. The adventurers must find out why she's so sad and help cheer her up. Do note that this is not Ariel. That's just throwing that one out there for everybody. Roll me a 20-sider to see if they succeed. A tough choice. So you guys succeed, but at a cost. So roleplay succeeding, but at a cost. Tell me what your cost is. And then we'll go from there. And the last team is Crashing Wake. Roll me that 10-sider for them. And we got a 2. So the 2 is Sleeping Giant. The Sleeping Giant. A giant has fallen asleep near a vital trade route and is snoring, causing several severe disruptions. The adventurers must figure out a way to wake the giant and get him to move along without angering him. So there you are. And roll a 20-sider for that one for me. and a 3. Tell me how you fail. Good, we got a success, a mixed success, and a straight up failure. Alrighty then. So, what? Back to the party. Scour says that it's clear he's trying to steal things. Iskra's trying to convince him not to steal things.
Are you gonna put it back?
I'll put it back. Bamin, can you roll a 20-sider for Scour?
Yeah.
Scour did not, in fact, put that back. Scour put it in his bag.
We got lots
But
of room.
nobody saw him do it. Like, let's be very clear. Nobody saw him do it. Alright, so are you guys going into the house?
Well, if nobody's home and he's trying to steal shit, I've gotta go in there.
Yeah, let's go in.
So you go into the house, and it is just your stock standard witch's house. There's like a nice set of books, a couple comfy chairs that don't really look like they fit in the swamp. Ento, could you roll me a 20-sider?
Yeah.
Alright. Thought that was the one for a second. I really did. Alright. So with an 11, you hear like a light groaning coming from another room, from the room next to you. It's just like, but then you also hear the high-pitched like air being released from like almost like a tea kettle. And if you look over there, which I'm sure you will, there is just this giant bottle like that is just like a kettle, like it's making booze. Like you can smell it.
Yeah, Scour immediately goes to try to drink it.
He's just like, what the fuck? He's just like breathing in the vapor. His one green eye is glowing so bright. But also, there's a body on the ground over here.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the body. Is it dead?
No, she's definitely groaning. She's like, oh god, don't drink that. Oh god.
Did she just drink too much?
There's way too much vomit in this episode.
There's a lot of vomit in this episode. I did not see it coming.
Very vomit forward, if you will.
Through the vomit and the flames.
Through the barf and the puke. Like, Scour at this point has his mouth over the nozzle and it's just being inflated.
I like how
he's just like sideways. He's just fucking taking the alcohol in.
Yeah.
No, mate, I'm going to remind you that this is a swamp witch's house. You really want to do that?
Don't call me a witch!
Oh.
I'm just old.
Sorry, ma'am.
Can somebody help me up?
Yeah, Ento takes her hand and gingerly helps her up.
Oh, what a gentleman.
Oh my.
So she grabs her walking stick and like sits down on like against the wall, and she's like, she looks at Scour drinking it. It's like, I do not recommend. You know what? Live your life, little man.
Unfazed by the words, continues to puff.
And it's like, she looks at all of you and she points her stick at Iskra. What's a Corinne doing this far out?
Well, I managed to team up with these guys to, I don't know, explore more of the world.
Leaving the forest? Unheard of for a Corinne. Well, not unheard of. There's the other. But
The other.
the prophet.
Does this prophet have a name?
Yeah, the prophet.
Yeah. Like,
Not
I was
hoping.
introduced as the prophet. And she like walks around. She's like you see her picking up other bottles and shaking them to see if there's anything left in them, but there's not. And she's just like throwing them to the side. And she's like, "Are you here to?" Oh, she's like, "Are you adventurers then? Part of the?" As she raises her like hands, like air quote style, guild.
Depends on why you're asking.
Because most people don't venture into the swamp unless there's something in it for them. Scour at this point has fallen off of there and has collapsed on the ground and is like kind of twitching. Like one of his legs is definitely kicking out.
He's enjoying himself.
Oh yeah, he's having a great time. It's like, he's like, remember when I worked for Mr. Meth and then Bamin just kind of kidnapped me over and over again? Good times.
Justin's just
Thunk.
kind of like poking Scour with his toe, just like.
What is this? And the witch, well, the woman, she's just like, "I am known as Baba Yaga. Nice to meet you." And she does not she does not put out her hand to shake with anybody, but she just says "nice to meet you" to everybody.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm Pim.
It's like, oh, formerly of the Sea Devils. I've heard of you. When was your candle relit?
Very recently.
A powerful spell, that one.
Now,
And she looked.
let me ask you
Go
a
ahead.
question.
Absolutely. And she pours herself a drink. It was basically all the bottles that had like a tiny shake left in them. She mixes them all together and starts drinking it.
So, there's a little village down the road full of bears, or used to be full of bears. And they were all taken by these creepy, glowing, scary, screaming horse things. Have you seen any of those rolling around?
Ah, yes. I've seen quite a few of those. Very annoying. Can't get any sleep at night. It's like they wouldn't dare come near me. But I think it has something to do with this green liquid that does not turn into booze well. And she taps the giant, like, bottle that's on the table. Which immediately starts, like, tea kettling again.
Did you make this concoction, or did you find this substance to turn it into?
I skimmed some from the swamp, as I am like to do. As is my right, it's my swamp. And then I added it to a fermenting jar and began to ferment it with, yeast and other swamp, natural plants and fibers, and then began to ferment it. And it ferments very quickly. But I don't think you're supposed to drink it.
Where
And
did
she looks
you?
over at... Oh, go ahead.
Where did you scoop that from? Specifically.
She's like, to the north of this house, there's a tunnel that goes under the, like, right now it is leaking out of, but I am convinced it leads into a hole beneath it where this substance is boiling up from. Like a crude oil.
Do you happen to have any swamp lady stuff that might help us out with these screaming horse things?
They're donkeys.
Swamp lady stuff. Swamp lady. Is that... You know what? I might. And she turns around and like grabs she brings you a little like a bag of powder. It looks like a bag of dirt. She's like, "Here you are," and just tosses the bag of dirt right at you. When it hits, it kind of like puffs up out a little bit, like it hits you right square in the chest.
What's this do?
She's like, you pour it on any like liquid, pour it anywhere in the swamp, and it'll build you a little island. Temporarily, of course. The water will erode it away after a time, but it will allow you to walk safely without. And she looks at like your bottom half down, which is completely like covered in mud. It'll stop that.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Yes?
But how does that help with the wisp?
Well, find the... It'll help you move around the forest. What about the wisps?
The wisps are part of the problem.
The wisps have gotten into it as well. And you see her like take a big chug out of her mixed drink. That seems dangerous.
So you're saying
like-
the wisps have drank this?
Or been contaminated by it.
So we need to skim it off of the entire swamp.
Or find its source. Whatever's polluting this swamp. If you find it and remove it.
Well, we should probably go over where she scooped this out from.
She's like, starts looking around her like places. She's like, "Oh. Have any of you seen a mortar and pestle? Like, I swore I left it right here, but I've been out for a while."
Pim backs up
she
immediately,
goes-
trips over the mortar and pestle.
Oh no, the mortar and pestle is in Scour's backpack.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I guess we better get moving and looking for more clues.
I would give you a potion of some kind if I could, but I'll have to make a new one. Oh well. Good luck, you. She laughs and calls you adventurers.
Well, what do you need to make the potion?
I would need my mortar and pestle. I have all the materials here, and she motions to a bunch of rosemary, thyme, garlic. Definitely some dried newts.
All right. Well, Bamin reaches into Scour's bag and grabs mortar and pestle and throws it at the lady.
Oh, would you look at that? And she's like, I thought I could trust you. Pointing, like, she points the pestle to Scour. The pestle is about the size of, like, a broomstick. Like, that's how long it is, but it's also, like, as thick as, like, a cudgel. And she just starts, like, grinding down the ingredients, and she's like, can never trust weasels. Wait, is he a weasel or a ferret?
Yes.
Huh.
He's very drunk.
Ferret thief.
Yeah, he's
He's
been
a
drinking.
weasel on his mom's side.
Oh. Fucking Weasel on Your Mom's Side is a great band name.
Awesome.
That's my new Weasel on My Mom's Side is the band I'm gonna create. We're covering we are covering all of fucking Dragon Force's songs.
Oh,
Just the one. They only have the
Oh.
one song.
so Weasel on your mom's side is a Dragon Force cover band?
It sure is.
I would have never saw it coming.
Yeah, nobody does. So she grinds it all together and she's just like, okay. And she says, hands you each a little vial. Like, that'll allow you to move freely in the swamp for a
Ooh.
short time. Like, the mud won't stick to you. The mud will not slow you down. You can move as though you are on normal land and move through the mud as though it was just air.
Thank you. We should probably be on our way to go solve this little issue. And you maybe don't play around with that stuff.
She's like, oh, don't you worry. I figured it out. And you see her uncork the bottle and just pours like a tiny bit into the drink that she has. I think I got this one worked out. Can one of you roll a 20-sider for her while she drinks this? I don't care who.
Oh,
All right! Look at that natural one! Baba Yaga just dies.
oh no.
That's my third one this game.
Oh, I think I have a
And she's
thing.
just like,
Another resurrection staff.
No. Continue. I'll find my card.
he played prophecy play. So F in chat for Baba Yaga, making that one way worse. So you see her. Her eyes roll into the back of her head, but instead of like the whites of her eyes, there's just glowing green. Like, and not just like, oh, like glow in the dark green. Like, you can see where she's looking based on green circles on the wall situation. She is a lamp. And you see, she's like, you guys might want to leave if you don't mind. And she's not looking at you at all. She's just kind of looking around the room.
I mean, I think we should take her advice and just leave.
Should probably
Yep.
leave.
Yep, let's go.
Let's get out of here.
I did not have the card I thought I had.
Scour's gonna try to steal that mortar and pestle again, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Roll me a 20-sider for Scout stealing the mortar and pestle again. Like, she is definitely distracted, so. Absolutely, he gets it again. He throws it right back in his backpack. So, you all go outside. He's just like, run! You all go outside, and for a second, like, I don't have the tokens for this, so we're gonna have to just think about it with your mind. That house stands up.
Oh,
You see two long chicken legs, like, baka at the bottom of it. And then just walks away. And it definitely walks to the west. It is walking into folk song. It is not walking into the forest.
I mean,
And Scott, oh, go ahead.
you know, it's fine. I got
that.
it.
That definitely will never come back to bite us in the ass.
Also, all of the windows are like glowing bright green as it wanders out of the swamp.
How many things are now on your list of stuff we'll deal with later?
A lot! Vampire plants, some weird like ash woman, now Baba Yaga with a walking house, a giant crocodile that has a cave system inside of its shell because it also has a snapping turtle shell, a group of squirrels from the Fast and the Furious. You know, the stuff that you normally deal with in tabletop games.
It's your everyday walking chicken house.
Yeah, your everyday walking chicken house with green glowing windows.
So, should we go find the source of this algae goop stuff?
Yes, please.
Yep,
For sure.
north.
Alright, all of you scout, roll me a 20 sided, and we'll figure out, we'll take the highest, and that'll be how we know who found it first.
We're all rolling.
Yep. So 15, 12, 18, and 6. Oh, 19 for... Yes. So, Ento, how did you find it? Like, you guys are moving freely through the swamp. Like, it is not sticking... The gross is not sticking to your clothes. It's falling right off. You guys don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But what you do find is basically a very slow draining hole. Like, it is like quicksand that you... If you want to get in the tunnel, you have to let the quicksand take you.
Oh. Yeah, hey guys, I think I found where we need to be, but it's not gonna be pleasant.
What do you mean?
You see the sinking crud right there? Yeah, we gotta go in that.
Bamin
Okay,
just looks at Scour.
Throws them in.
Poor Scour. That cat did not... That ferret did not sign up for this. So, here we go. I got one more, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Scour is just like... Okay. You just see Scour, like, plug his nose and jump off Bamin's shoulder and, like, cannonball into the quicksand. But because of the potion you guys have, there's no restriction for him, so we just go straight down in a hurry. It's like he just cannonballed off of a bunk bed onto the floor.
So is he on the other side of it?
Yeah, he's underneath it, and he's just like, okay!
What's down
Then
there?
you can hear... there's a creepy green horse statue down here. And, why are those bones moving? Are those roots moving? And then you just hear him scream. Again. He's not throwing up, at least.
Is it the same thing that he fell into back in the other house?
No. That was a corpse. Oh, no, yeah. He's like, no, this is much bigger, and they're chasing! And he's just, like, you hear him, like, his voice is, like, wavering, and then you are hearing the neighs of a horse. And, like, the soft laughter again. Horse laughter.
Alright. Sounds like, we gotta go down and check it out.
Guess we better go save him.
Cannonball.
It's just everybody cannonballs.
Ento
Him
belly flops.
Swan dives.
You don't... like, there's nothing slowing you guys down when you hit that thing. It doesn't... It's just air for you.
Iskra, responsibly, like,
just
slowly
steps
lowers
into it
herself
to
down.
like land on my feet.
Look at these horses.
Iskra lands with, like, the superhero landing. Everybody else around him is just fucking, like, in pain on the ground.
Twitching.
Scour, though. Scour is running up and, like, he has clung onto the roots. And he's trying to, like, stay away. This one, the one in the middle, is not moving. The one in the middle looks like a statue. You can feel, like, the magic coming from inside of it. The rest of them are moving. They are the ghosts of... not the ghosts. They are the bodies of all the horses that have died in the Swamp of Sadness.
Alright. We fighting these things? Is that
And yeah, they are aggressive.
right?
Also, you do have like
My crabber!
the Crabbit is here.
How does
Okay.
one use crabber?
He can attack, but it takes him 3 turns, but he will one-shot anything.
I have a plan.
Put crabber on the big horse.
I mean, if you really want to, but I have an actual plan.
What is it?
The bag of dirt.
Bag
I'm
of dirt?
gonna- Yeah, use the bag of dirt. Then everybody get out of the water. I'm going to shock the water, which will then shock the horses.
I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt. Yes, Pim takes it out and slaps it into the ground.
And then I click onto my bracers to blast out some lightning bolts to the water, as long as everybody has made it up onto the pile of dirt.
We're on the pile of
Yeah.
dirt.
I don't see why it wouldn't work. Go ahead and give me that 20-sider. Scour's on the side. Ah, there we go. Full success. Yeah, as you shock through, you see it ripping through the horses, and especially the one in the middle, because the one in the middle is made of some metal. It is just destroying it. And like, you see it burns the roots away from the front of it, and you see inside of it is just a full mana battery. Like this mana Pim, these are the size of mana batteries that they use to power the airship. Like these are the mana batteries that they could power a train with this. And then you guys look around. Like, this is a man-made tunnel. Like you can see, much like the excavations in the Undercity beneath Silver Thimble, you can tell that this is drilling machines were used here.
Can I use Delve to see if there's anything else in here?
Yeah, go for it. Give me a 20-sider. Is basically what I was trying to say.
Go for it. Well, I have no idea.
Oh, look at that one. Look at that sick-ass one. All right. Yeah, there's something else down here. Give me 1 second. Hey, Iskra, you hear a very familiar roar.
And
The Tattleworm is charging down that end of the thing, and you can see in his mouth are like you can see in his mouth are the like body parts of some of the folks from Gibbet, and he's like got a bunch of like, you can see train wheels in there, and like he smashes the last mana battery in his mouth, and his eyes go green, like bright green, as he charges down for it. Like he is in a rage, and also he doesn't come this far either.
does he remember that I saved his life?
Right now he does not. Right now he is in like because it's a 1 is the only reason that he does not right now. He doesn't recognize you. All he sees is just like green, much like some people say red.
Pim is
He's
pissed
saying
about
green.
Gibbet, but also terrified. Because that means they were down here doing a bunch of shit they weren't supposed to.
Oh, most certainly. You can tell that, like, I'll just give it to you, like, you guys, this is the back end of that train. Like, that train track that they were doing. They successfully got to the other side. You guys killed the bees that were in their way.
Well,
Like there is now there is a tunnel from Dyad to the edge of the forest on this side underground. It just doesn't seem like it's going that well.
We'll talk about collapsing this tunnel afterwards, but big scary thing. Iskra,
Two
fix
big
it.
scary things.
well. All right, I'm gonna try to hit the Quetzal worm with relieve.
Oh yeah, give me that 20-sider. I'm on a different screen real quick. I couldn't tell if it was a 1. So yeah, the relief is going off. Ento, you can feel that spell happening, but you know with the combination of everything that's happening, it's gonna take a minute before that thing can slow down.
Can I add a relieve to it, like to strengthen it?
Yeah, hit me with another 20-sider. Let's see that one. Let's just fucking... Oh, natural 20 on a relief?
Nice.
Yeah. You see it stop, and it's just shaking its head back and forth, which is hitting the tunnel walls on both sides. And it's just like... It blinks over and over again. Like, it's not out of this fight, but, like, it is slinking back, trying to, like... It fell back a little bit. But you guys are, like, facing 3 horses. Well, 2 horses still. One of them got annihilated by the fucking shock. So there's 2 horses and the totem.
Is the totem
This horse has
a creature or just a totem?
It doesn't... It just appears to be a totem. It doesn't seem to be moving. Yeah, there's just, like... None of you guys can see spirits, right? That's not, like, a thing any of you get to do?
It is a thing that I can do.
I can banish spirits.
I can commune with the dead.
Oh, not the dead. Ghosts are different than spirits. You can banish spirits, you said, Ento.
Yeah.
The thing that is... This is a spirit of vengeance in a horse in a horse totem. By the way, that is what this is.
Okay.
It is trying to get revenge for all the horses that have been walked into this swamp and died because their masters are idiots.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay, so I could potentially banish this thing.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, how is it looking? Like, where is it pretty messed up from the shock thing, or is it still...
Oh yeah, the mana battery is exposed. Like, you can see how it works. Like, you can see the inner workings of it.
Okay, because I'm assuming this is a boss.
Yeah, I'll let it be a boss, sure.
Okay, because if I do my full banish, then if it's a boss, they have to have less than 20% of their total remaining HP.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll let it rock.
All right, so I'm gonna try to banish this thing.
All right, and while you're getting that spell together, Bamin, you are being charged by the one with the human head. The one with the human head is the one that's been laughing this whole time.
Okay. Can, let's see. 2 things. Do I have my axe? Do I have an axe? Do I have a weapon?
For sure. Like, you can just reach into your back pocket and pull out an axe, or that backpack and pull out an axe. Scour might have dropped it on the ground.
I pull out my axe because I feel like I need something a little more. And if I could use this fiery Avenger, I'd like to light it on fire.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
What is your axe? Is it a double-bladed axe? Is it like just a wood-chopping axe? Is it like a executioner's axe? What kind of axe am I? Just like to get the mental image.
Yeah, double-bladed axe. That is that I will light on fire and try to swing at this thing.
Oh yeah, it's bursting into flames. Go ahead and give me that attack.
Let me just roll.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah, go
get?
ahead. Yeah, 1d20, and then we'll just add a bucket. All right, so tough choice. Let me think here. I don't know what's happening with my laptop real quick. Nope. No, there we go. All right. So, you can clearly just cleave this thing's head right off. Like, one big attack. But as you do it, the body keeps moving and is going to trample you like right into the ground. It'll do 6 damage to you. It's gonna hurt. But you will kill this one and allow Ento to get it off. Get the spell off. Or you can dodge. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Or you can dodge. And if you dodge, Ento's going to have to roll 2 rolls because Ento has to dodge this and then get his spell off. But you can hit it for 4. No, you'll kill it either way. Either way, it kills it. One is you take 6. One is Ento has to dodge.
I'll kill it and take the damage.
All right. So yeah, you cleave its head clean off, which is just, and it's just leaking, mana battery fluid everywhere. Like instead of blood, it's just like, it runs around for a second like a chicken with its head cut off situation, like a horse with its head cut off. The head never stops laughing. Like its eyes keep glowing and it doesn't stop laughing. Even after the body stops moving, after it doesn't have any mana left in it, the body and the head just keeps laughing. All right. Pim, you see the other one charging for Ento.
Gonna death hand it.
What does your death hand look like?
So I take out my hand cannon and I'm gonna use silent magic charge to propel a slug. And it's gonna guide my hand to get a perfect shot on this thing.
Oh, solid. You doing it so that you don't need a roll? Is that what you're
Yep.
doing, or are you?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
6 HP.
Yeah, you just blow the shit out of that one. Yeah, it was definitely a minion. He's like, bye. All right, Ento, it's time for your banish to go off.
Alrighty. Here goes nothing.
All right. All right. So a tough choice. You banish it, but one of 2 things. It is either going to, it will have 3 turns before it goes away. It gets 3 actions, or it's going to try to possess temporarily. It will possess the Tetzel worm. Like those are your 2 choices. It'll either take a little while, or it's going into the Tetzel worm. Not forever, but for a little bit.
I think I would rather it take a little while the Tetzel worm is still kind of like unsure about what's going on instead of it taking over.
Absolutely.
And us having to deal with that.
All right. So you see the horse effigy or totem, like its roots start lashing out at you. Like it wasn't moving before, but now it has started moving. And like this is the moment that boss music starts up. Like it's actually ready to go. But nobody panic. You guys got nothing to worry about. You see 4 lemurs come falling through the same hole that you did, and they all like climb all over this thing, and they just start beating the shit out of it. And just like all 4 of them, I don't know their names.
They all have to start with L.
I was gonna say that. Got Larry Lemur.
Lord. Yeah, Larry Lemur, Lord Lemur, Lester Lemur.
Lloyd Lemur.
Scour is losing his shit. Right
Yeah,
now.
he's fucking going nuts, just screaming.
We're all like pulling out all of our merch and like
Waving it
pens.
around.
Oh, well.
Like, can I get an autograph?
They're a little busy at the moment. Hopefully, they'll make.
But yeah, like they managed to finish it off. Like the all the 3 turns thing. Don't worry, they would have done the same if it was a Tatzelworm too. They would have been able to hold up. They're like, sorry, we're late. Did you guys see the giant house on chicken legs out there?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Those wisps got us lost in this forest for fucking a week.
Well, it's good to see you guys all alive, though. I can tell you what. We're all big fans, by the way.
Glad to be alive. Is that a Corinne? No wonder you're able to get around this forest and this area so well. Hello?
Are you the infamous leaping lemurs?
Are there any others?
I mean, I've heard a ridiculous amount of love for you guys today.
Well, we are they. We were hired to fight a dragon, and then we had weird dreams and then nightmares, and then we saw scary horses, and then we're in the swamp, and we've been wandering around it for days. Well, weeks. And then, like, we felt something pulling us down here, and then we found you. And, like, the Tesselworm is at the edge back here, but, like, he sees Iskra, and, like, Iskra, you feel a salute from it. Like, it doesn't actually do it, but, like, you feel it as it slinks back towards the forest. It's like another thank you.
Goodbye, friend.
You want to knock down this whole freaking tunnel while you're on your way out there, sir?
Goodbye.
Oh, you want? Yeah, he'll do it. Iskra,
Yeah.
roll me a 20-sider. Fuck yeah! That tunnel is destroyed.
That's my baby.
That tunnel is gone. There's
Fuck you,
nothing
Gibbet.
left of it. Gibbet, get fucked.
Are we out of the tunnel before it collapses on
Yeah,
us?
totally. The lemurs is just like, oh shit, you can talk to that thing.
That's my baby.
Anybody else want to go kill a dragon? Well-
Actually,
Kill, strong word.
yeah. So we had an agreement. We should be good. Let's just go talk to Jeff. No stabbing yet.
Yes, Jeff. He's a good dragon. It's just like he follows the contracts pretty closely. If you say that, if it looks like you're gonna lose, just go ahead and tell him, and he'll let you up. He'll let you catch your breath.
Yeah, seems like a stand-up guy.
Oh, definitely. Like, Lloyd's just like a little pervert though. But
Everyone's a little
He reads-
pervy.
he reads smut in public. It's actually Jeff spelled with a J. If it's ever Jeff spelled with a G, I will pronounce it G off.
Gee off.
Yeah.
That is the law. So yeah, you guys walk back through the swamp, and you do run into Riddle and Rhyme again as they're like getting out of the swamp, and they're just like, "Oh, fuck! It's the lemurs." Hi guys. Cool. So we're all getting out of the forest. Can we help? Can we help slay a dragon?
Slay is a bad word. But yes, let's go talk to Jeff.
Oh fuck yeah! This is gonna make us look. We partnered up with not just Pim and Ento, but with the leaping lemurs and Bamin. And they're losing their minds. It's like, don't forget, we got to the edge of the forest with a Corinne. A Corinne. They kill everybody.
Squad.
It's a full alliance at this point, just so you guys know.
This is amazing.
We got 3 parties dealing with a dragon.
Super party.
Super party. You guys get back, and Jeff is like at the last pages of his book. And he's just like, oh, welcome back. Oh, there's a lot of you. Oh, and the lemurs as well.
Hi, Jeff. How's
Hello. Smutty. And he tucks it behind him. He's just like, are we ready then? Prepared? You dealt with... Oh, before we start this, did you all see a giant walking house?
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay.
But we solved the creepy wisp problem.
Oh, I coming back with a group this full, especially the leaping lemurs. I am excited to see it. Are we ready then? Is everybody set? Everybody healed up, ready to go? Contractually, I'm obligated to offer you tea. I would have done it anyway, but do we need?
Bamin, do you want to be healed? You took how much damage?
Probably not a bad idea. I think, what do I got? 4 health left right now?
If I heal you, I will only have 3 AP left.
I will give you guys a heads up. This is not going to be much of a fight because it's so late already.
We are kind of safety in numbers. I appreciate the thought, but I think we're going to be assembled here momentarily, and
okay. You let me know. You just yell.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Scour, how you doing, buddy? How's Scour doing? Is he ready to go?
I can fight this guy. I mean, look at all of us, and look how small he is. He's big. He's a big dragon, but he's kind of humanoid. He's about the size of 3 floors. He's tall, but not super tall. And you see Jeffrey Jeff cracking his neck. He's just like, all right, everybody ready?
Ready.
Good.
Ready.
And he's just like, roll for initiative, and then Jeff turns into Jeffrey.
Oh my. Jeffrey, you grew, buddy.
And he just roars, and he's drooling flames, and just fire is just splashing everywhere. And he's just starts breathing fire down in a line in front of you all.
Justin
and flapping his wings, causing a massive tornado of flames. So everybody roll me a 20-sider. Bamin and Pim roll me 2. 1 for Scour, 1 for... Oh, actually, Pim roll me 3. 1 for...
Alright, I rolled a 12... And I can't even see what that is.
That's a 2.
Nice.
Scour's doing shitty.
That's Scour's roll.
Mine roll.
He's just and what did... So Corey got 12. So success, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes thus far. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so we have 8 more. I'm going to roll 8 20-siders. All right. So, not a single one. Significantly more successes than fails. So how does it look, everybody? Narrate how you beat Jeffrey to me. Don't you can use your abilities for sure, but don't worry about spending the AP on it. How does it look?
So Pim's going to go into Demon Days while using Delirium. So she's got, like the tendrils coming off of her, moving around weapons, stuff like that. She has taken like all 9 shots directly in Jeff's head.
This one's Jeffrey's
head.
Thank you.
Bamin's gonna use decides to use whirlwind, but he actually grabs scour, kind of like the Olympic event where you start
like a
spinning
hammer
around.
throw.
Yeah, like using like a hammer throw, and is gonna launch him at him as like a distraction. As we get this thing kicked off.
You see the lemurs are just running up up Jeffrey's arm, just like stabbing and like flipping over every attack, and just like throwing their spears into it and jumping off of it.
Justin's going with the lemurs, and he's just biting at Jeffrey.
Nice. What's Iskra doing?
Iskra's going to try to aim freeze directly into Jeffrey's mouth so that he can't blow fire at us.
Oh, absolutely. And you do. You get it off just right. Like he's about to breathe fire on the Riddle and Rhyme party. Like he's about to like end that party. They are only rank 1 for the record. Like they were given good weapons by a devil, because Soki promised to help them out, and the devil decided to pay that forward. But they are like barely level 1. So like you save them, and you see like the giraffe monk nod her head at you as she like pole vaults herself and kicks the ice that you put in his mouth and shatters it into the back of his throat, and he just starts coughing. Ento, what's Ento doing?
Ento's pulling out his big ol' sword. His Wolpertinger family sword.
Absolutely.
And like runs in front of Pym to shield her from anything, and he keeps going and just drives the sword straight into the dragon, into Jeffrey.
And Jeffrey just like rears back and just screams so loud. And like, yeah, the fight goes on for a little bit longer than that. Like you see veteran warrior like running up, but he's got shitty equipment, and like you just see him get like. Have you ever seen those videos of like a cat kicking another cat away, just sending it flying? That's what happens to the veteran warrior. He's okay. Like he's not gonna die, but it is like the level of difference between the lemurs, you guys, and Riddle and Rhyme is noticeable. With the exception of Giraffe Monk, who is kicking the shit out of this thing's mouth. She's in its mouth, like just beating on its tongue. I just put her there. Yeah. And then it's just like, we get a full montage of you guys beating the shit out of Jeffrey, and he's just, finally he just like falls, like, it's like, and it's like, he does the shaking thing and vanishes at the bottom of the screen.
We need a thumbs up.
Great improvised video game.
Thank you.
I feel very immersed.
So then you guys do see Mama Bear and Baby Bear come out of the tower. And they are holding what can only be described as a cantaloupe on a broomstick that just says princess on it. And Jeffrey's just like, he shrinks back down to Jeff. He's just like, oh yeah, I let the real princess go a couple weeks back. She's home safe, but like, I just couldn't afford to feed her anymore.
Well,
like contractually, she was still like captured.
If you say so. Thanks for wasting our time.
Waste. You saved the princess. You take that note back to Chester and ask him if this is a princess. He'll tell you it is. It counts.
Well, we fulfilled the contract, and sir, I believe you owe us. An extra little something something.
He's just like, I do. And he like pulls out a bag of coins and like hands each one of you an extra 100.
Yeah.
He's like, there you are. Fine. And it's just like the leaping lemurs are just like, of course. And also, they hand you each one of you fresh t-shirts with the logo on it that are signed by all 4 of them.
Woo!
It's just like it says like, I squatted up with the leaping lemurs and all I got was this t-shirt.
Yes.
Ooh, I like it.
Ento puts his on. He's like, I'm never taking this off.
Everybody's gonna be so jealous.
Scour's getting the leaping lizard tattoos on his chest, but it's like,
Oh my god,
It's
100%.
it's each one of the leaping lizards. Like he's getting all of them.
Lemurs.
Lemurs, lizards.
I keep wanting to say leaping lizards because of Final Fantasy 11. Like it's just in my head. Leaping Lizzie is a thing.
It's ingrained in there. Leaping lemurs, getting the lemurs all tattooed on him. So, Gower's over there in a tattoo chair, getting all tatted up.
My waves at everybody.
It's like, what the hell are you doing here? Oh shit. Sorry. You guys did see a bunch of bears in the swamp, by the way. I forgot. Totally forgot. They're slowly walking out of the swamp, like looking around, like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, were the bears supposed to help us fight Jeffrey?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The,
You missed
the bears,
it.
They
You
were
big
going to be
dumb
in a
bears.
room, like, getting their bones pulled out, getting them turned into totems. But they all survived.
You dumb bears.
So, like, Papa Bear comes, like, walking out here. So, like, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear all have, like, a nice hug. And they're just like, I don't know how to thank you all. I mean, do you guys want to come eat? We have all the porridge you could possibly want.
I'm never gonna say no to food.
Even porridge?
I'll eat anything.
Hey, you put some blue honey in it. It's delicious.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. They have the best. Well, sometimes they have the best porridge, but only sometimes. A third of the time, it's the best porridge you've ever had. 1/3 of the time, it's too hot. 1/3 of the time, it's too cold. You know, it's a real up in the air situation. And like, so yeah, you guys are all partying, and with that, the screen fades out, and like, you guys return to Chester, and it can explain the whole story to him, like what happened. Like back at the guild, and like everybody's losing their mind. Like as like the whole party comes in, you guys have gotten Riddle and Rhyme's like reputation so far up there. Like they have been made rank 2 just based on the fact that they partied up with you all.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody's losing their mind. They're like, "Oh my god, you took out Jeffrey. That's amazing." Like, what do you mean this happened in the swamp? What happened to the good bears? It's just like sometimes the porridge is a little gummy. So the bears do sometimes get called gummy bears. But that's like a slur, so don't call them that.
Noted.
Gummy bears is a bear slur.
Only to them, I think. I think like actual gummy bears are generally fine with it. Trying to move tokens again.
Whoa.
I moved Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's here.
In the bar.
His contract was done. He could come back.
Yeah, right? He can party. He can party all he wants. Oh my god, it like really lined up for the stream. Just that face appeared.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
But yeah, like everybody's like celebrating, like drinks are on them. And it's just like, and we've got a whole new crop of adventurers from your like wander crew. Well, I mean, some of them kind of messed up. I think did it go wrong when they were trying to talk to the giants? Is that what it was? They were trying to wake up the giant, and that went poorly. Yeah. Crashing wakes could not, in fact, wake up the giant.
Does that mean that I'm not a level 0 adventurer anymore?
Oh, you are a level 1 adventurer for sure. Like, you are... You other three, like, you guys are, Bamin, Ento, and Pim are rank 3 adventurers now. Like, you guys can fully endorse people at this point. You are allowed to endorse, like, give level 0 adventurer cards out to 3 people of your choosing. So,
What's
9 more people can become adventurers without even having to take the test, because you guys sponsor them.
What's Scour's level?
Scour is 1 as well. Scour and Iskra are both 1.
All right.
And yeah, so like everybody's partying here, and yeah, I don't got anything else to say.
They're staring up at all the lemurs, just like amazed, just like, ooh.
Oh yeah. You guys are the same rank as those lemurs now, though. Like, you guys can start putting out merch. Okay, I need to ask, what is your 4 adventurer name, though?
Oh.
What is your party name?
Oh.
Swamp Stompers.
I'm not mad at it.
Nah, same.
Swamp Stompers.
The Gator's mad about it.
Leaping Lemurs fan 69.
69XXX420.
Yeah.
Can we just call ourselves Sephiroth X69420?
Ooh, yeah, I like it. At AOL.com.
Oh, Nika, I'm sorry, can you refund that? From Professor Winter, you get no inside information for tomorrow's game. Like, you scry it, but it comes back not, like, just nothing. Nothing comes back.
Guys, do we want Swamp Stompers or the Nightmares?
Ooh.
And then our logos can be like those creepy green glowing mares.
I like that one a lot.
Or are we just the horse heads?
Oh shit! Upstate New York represent.
Yeah, that one hit close to home there. Horse.
Yep.
Some of you have no idea what that joke is.
All right. So what are we doing? What are we picking? We need merch. Do we want the horse heads?
Nick is just like, horse heads it is.
Done.
I can find y'all some horse heads t-shirts real easy, by the way.
Oh my god. Do they make tourist t-shirts for horse heads? Oh my god, what a piece of shit fucking tourist location that would be.
No, but the
Hey!
school has a bunch.
Ow.
They have sports.
Yeah, you can always get one from the school. At least we had cool
You're
colors,
really
so we
like-
gotta do the royal blue and white, though.
That you're like, they have sports, because you literally couldn't even name a sport, but you're like, no, they have sports, generically. You're really selling it.
It's just like, I got my fucking Horseheads t-shirt on, I've got my Gang Mills underwear on,
Yeah, listen,
I got my Elmira Heights beanie.
Listen, I said I could get a Horseheads t-shirt. It might say Horseheads track on it. Or Horseheads softball, but you know.
I've got at least one Horseheads High School something laying around somewhere.
I like
How are these upstate New York jokes working for you guys in the stream? Like, this like landing?
if you're not putting down what we're if you're not picking up what we're putting down, Horseheads is a city that is right next to us. It's called Horseheads, which is insane. But
It's so weird.
yeah,
I'm from there. I'm actually from there.
yeah. The Nightmares though is probably a more fun traveler's name. So
Yeah, the nightmares is probably more fun.
Easier
Adley,
to sell merch.
Adley, I see that hindsight card. I will take care of that for you. I gotta like take the spoilers out of it. But yeah, this was a successful game. I hope everybody had fun.
Absolutely. This was a good game.
This was a blast.
I love Jeff.
Jeff is an alright guy. There was planned to be more Jeff, but you guys spent more time in the Bear Town than I expected.
I was not even sure we were going to make it out of the bar at the beginning, to be honest with you.
I really wasn't sure either. That is like the second game this like month that I'm just like, man, they really just like hanging out at the place that they start.
You offered us drinks.
That's fair. I did. It's my bad.
I can't control Scour.
I was gonna say, we have an alcoholic ferret weasel.
Yeah. Well.
On his mother's side.
Yeah.
He's alcoholic on his mother's side. On his father's side, he is addicted to smack, and it's a real problem.
That's also a good band name. Alcoholic on my mom's side.
He's strangely aggressive on his father's side. But I handle him. Bamin handles him just fine. He's got him under control.
You're a real father figure for him. He really needs it.
He does.
He was going down a bad path.
I've taken him
He
on
was.
my wing. If anyone hasn't, if everyone hasn't seen the beginnings of the Bamin and Scour relationship, it's really quite blossomed. Into something.
Oh my gosh! Can we get
Go watch those episodes.
Can we get a 10-panel comic book about it?
It's just like the story of Scour and Bamin.
I need I need an image
Go
of Bamin and like in a headlock, like headlocking and noogieing Scour. You know, I need one of those.
Aw.
They're good buds.
Commission Ox to do it.
They're good buds whether Scour wants to or not. They're good friends.
Definitely now. Like at first he was definitely scared of Bamin because like he is a ferret and Bamin is in fact a crocodile alligator.
50-50 in the pool. Right down the middle.
Yeah, right? Warlord posted Mama Bear card and the suggestions. I don't know what that means.
Seth F. Richards, I love you too.
All right. So thank you all for playing. I know we ran a little bit late, and everybody on the East Coast, it must be like super late for you. So thank you for attending this game and playing this game with me. Tomorrow we have another game. We have Razzmatazz tomorrow. That game is crazy. So please, as though this game wasn't crazy. So thank you all for coming. And I have to go to the bathroom very badly, so I think Nika will probably say goodbye for the rest of it.
It feels like a perfect time to be like, hey, we're gonna wrap up. So we'll see you all tomorrow for Razzmatazz. And then we got a little special something on Sunday. Just a little hint at some villains, maybe. Who can say? So make sure you're there, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not the boss of you. Bye forever.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.